Have you ever wondered if you have the ability to recognize the truth behind the things you see and experience every day? Do you ever feel like there's more to the world than what meets the eye? Is there a hidden power within you that allows you to see beyond illusions and limited perceptions, to truly understand the reality around you? Imagine if you could uncover the deeper layers of truth, not just in the world, but in your own life. What would happen if you could break free from the falsehoods and limitations that often cloud your judgment? These are important questions, because the ability to see the truth is a transformative power we all possess. And yet, for many of us, it remains untapped, buried under layers of distraction, assumptions, and societal conditioning. But what if you could awaken this power and start living with a deeper understanding of the world, yourself, and those around you? This topic is all about the ability to see the truth, a unique power that each of us has the potential to cultivate. It's a skill that goes beyond simply absorbing information or accepting what we're told. It's about going deeper to perceive reality as it truly is, to move past the illusions and distractions that prevent us from fully understanding the world and ourselves. Seeing the truth isn't just about discovering facts or uncovering hidden details. It's about breaking free from the limitations of our perceptions. It's about recognizing that what we often see on the surface isn't the full picture. By learning to see the truth, we can uncover the true nature of everything around us, from the people we interact with, to the choices we make, to the societal systems we're a part of. This ability to recognize the truth is not just crucial for personal growth. It is also a catalyst for broader change. When we begin to see the world more clearly, we start to question the status quo. We begin to challenge the narratives we've been fed and take control of our own understanding of reality. In doing so, we can change the way we interact with the world, improve our relationships, and ultimately, contribute to a greater collective understanding of truth. The goal of this video is to help you realize that you already have the ability to see the truth. It's not a skill reserved for a select few, it's a power that is inherently within each of us, waiting to be activated. However, recognizing this truth within yourself and cultivating it requires intentional effort. In this video, I will guide you through how to activate and nurture this ability in your daily life. Whether through reflection, mindful practices, or questioning your own beliefs, there are concrete steps you can take to strengthen your ability to see the truth more clearly. By doing so, you'll be able to gain deeper insight into yourself, your relationships, and the world around you, leading to greater enlightenment and a more authentic life. By the end of this video, I hope you'll feel inspired and empowered to begin cultivating this ability, so that you can live with a deeper understanding and contribute to creating a world where truth is recognized, respected, and lived by all. By the end of this video, I hope you'll feel inspired and empowered to begin cultivating this ability, so that you can live with a deeper understanding and contribute to creating a world where truth is recognized, respected, and lived by all. Before we can dive into the ability to see the truth, it's essential to understand what truth really means. Truth is often a concept that is assumed to be straightforward, a fixed, absolute notion of what is real. We are frequently taught that truth is binary. It's either true or false. However, when we look deeper, we realize that truth is not always a rigid, unchanging fact. Instead, truth is often more nuanced and multifaceted. It's about having an awareness of the true nature of things, whether that's people, events, or even ourselves. In many ways, truth is an understanding of reality, what is truly happening beneath the surface, beyond appearances and assumptions. We are constantly interpreting the world around us, often relying on our senses, experiences, and internal beliefs. However, these tools can sometimes distort our perception. What we think is true might not actually reflect the whole picture. Truth, in its purest sense, is about clarity, about seeing things as they are, not as we want them to be or as we have been led to believe. For instance, when we look at a person, we might see a set of behaviors, a background, or a personality that we interpret based on our past experiences or biases. But the truth about that person may lie in aspects we cannot see immediately. Perhaps their struggles, motivations, or the broader context of their life. Truth requires that we move beyond superficial judgments to understand the essence of who someone is, what their intentions are, and why they behave the way they do. This idea can be applied to many aspects of life. Truth is not simply about knowing facts or figures, it's about gaining a deeper insight into situations. This could be understanding the real cause behind a conflict, recognizing the underlying motivations of an action, or uncovering the patterns that influence outcomes in our lives. It's about having the clarity to see things from a broader perspective, beyond the initial surface appearance. Moreover, truth can be both objective and subjective. Objective truth refers to facts that exist independently of our beliefs or perceptions, such as the law of gravity or the fact that the Earth orbits the Sun. Subjective truth, on the other hand, deals with personal insights or realizations that may vary from person to person, but still hold value for the individual. For example, your truth about a particular life experience may differ from someone else's, yet both perspectives can be valid in their own right. Recognizing both types of truth enriches our understanding of the world and helps us to see things from multiple angles. In everyday life, truth might manifest as the realization that someone's actions are driven by fear rather than malice, or that a challenging situation holds a lesson, even if it's initially painful. It's recognizing that our own perceptions of reality can be skewed by past experiences, biases, or emotions, and that only by confronting these limitations can we see the truth more clearly. In summary, truth is not a single, unchanging thing. It's the ability to understand the real essence of things, whether they are people, situations, or abstract concepts. It's a continual process of discovery, of uncovering the layers that hide the full reality, and a deepening awareness of the world around us. Recognizing the truth is essential because it frees us from the constraints of illusion and false beliefs. We all live in a world filled with distractions, narratives, and perspectives that may or may not reflect reality. We are often surrounded by misinformation, half-truths, and distorted perceptions that shape the way we see the world and our place in it. Without the ability to see the truth, we are left wandering through life, reacting based on incomplete or false information. One of the key benefits of recognizing the truth is that it allows us to break free from temporary emotions, false beliefs, and mental limitations. Emotions, for example, can cloud our judgment. Fear, anger, sadness, and even excitement can all distort our perception of what is actually happening in a given moment. When we recognize the truth, we can see things clearly and make decisions that are grounded in reality, not in how we feel or what we want to believe. For instance, when we are caught in the heat of an argument, our emotions may lead us to assume the worst about the other person or the situation. But if we take a moment to step back and seek the truth, perhaps understanding the motivations behind the other person's actions, or recognizing that the situation is not as dire as it seems, we can respond with greater wisdom, composure. By seeing the truth, we avoid acting on impulse, allowing us to make wiser decisions. In the same way, false beliefs can limit us. These might be beliefs about ourselves, others, or the world at large. For example, we might believe that we are not capable of achieving our goals, or that other people don't have good intentions. These beliefs are often based on past experiences or societal conditioning, but they are not necessarily true. By recognizing the truth, we can challenge and break free from these beliefs. We can see that we have untapped potential, or that people around us are capable of kindness and generosity. Recognizing the truth liberates us from the prison of limiting beliefs, enabling us to live more fully and authentically. Another critical reason why truth is important is that it helps us make better decisions. When we see things clearly, whether it's understanding the true motivations behind a decision, evaluating the long-term consequences of a choice, or recognizing the impact of our actions, we are in a better position to make decisions that align with our values and goals. This ability to see the truth empowers us to move forward with greater confidence and purpose. Truth also brings inner peace. Living in alignment with the truth allows us to move through life without the burden of uncertainty or the stress that comes from maintaining false beliefs. When we see the world as it is without illusions or distortions, we no longer have to wrestle with confusion or cognitive dissonance. We can accept things as they are, which in turn brings clarity and calmness to our minds and hearts. For example, when we recognize that we are not responsible for the actions of others, we stop carrying the unnecessary weight of guilt or anger. When we see a challenging situation as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback, we embrace it with a sense of purpose and acceptance. Truth, in this sense, helps us live more peacefully. Because we are no longer fighting against reality, we are aligned with it. Recognizing the truth also allows us to live more authentically. When we acknowledge the truth about ourselves, we can stop pretending to be something we are not. We can embrace our strengths and weaknesses, pursue our true passions, and build relationships based on genuine understanding. Authenticity, in turn, brings us closer to others and allows us to cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections. When we live in the truth, we are no longer pretending to fit a mold or live up to external expectations. We are living as our true selves, which is the most liberating way to exist. Recognizing the truth is a transformative power that allows us to break free from illusions, make wiser decisions, and live more authentically. It's not just about seeing facts clearly, it's about understanding the deeper nature of things and seeing beyond the surface. Truth gives us the freedom to break away from limiting beliefs, the clarity to make sound decisions, and the inner peace to live authentically. When we recognize the truth, we gain the ability to live our lives with purpose, meaning, and understanding. In the next sections, we'll explore how to activate this ability to see the truth in our daily lives, and how cultivating this skill can lead to greater enlightenment, personal growth, and societal change. Every person, regardless of their background or experiences, possesses the inherent ability to see the truth. This might seem like a bold statement, especially in a world that often feels clouded by illusions, distractions, and biases. However, the truth is that this ability lies dormant within each of us, waiting to be awakened. It's a part of our human potential, yet it is often overlooked or underdeveloped. One of the fundamental truths about human nature is that we have the capacity to look beyond the surface, to perceive what is not immediately visible, and to understand the deeper nature of things, whether they are people, situations, or even the world itself. The process of awakening this ability to see the truth requires time, effort, and dedication. It doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't come easily to those who are not willing to challenge their perceptions or question their assumptions. This ability is not something that is granted to only a select few, nor is it an intellectual or mystical gift. Rather, it is something that can be cultivated. It can be honed and strengthened with practice and self-awareness. The key to unlocking this ability lies in curiosity, self-reflection, and the willingness to question the world around us. It's about developing the mental and emotional muscles that allow us to see beyond illusions and false beliefs. At its core, the ability to see the truth requires a mindset shift, moving from a passive state of accepting what we are told or what we think we know, to an active and engaged state of seeking deeper understanding. It requires a willingness to look at the world with fresh eyes, to see things for what they truly are, rather than how we wish them to be. This process of self-discovery and truth-seeking is a lifelong journey that requires introspection, humility, and a constant desire to grow. While the ability to see the truth is inherent in everyone, recognizing and developing this ability requires conscious effort and practice. There are several ways we can begin to unlock and strengthen this capacity. Here are 3 powerful tools for recognizing and developing the ability to see the truth. The journey toward seeing the truth begins with understanding yourself. Self-reflection is the first step in this process. It is the practice of turning inward and examining your own thoughts, feelings, and actions. By doing so, you can start to uncover the layers of illusion and false beliefs that may have shaped the way you see the world. Self-awareness is closely tied to self-reflection. It's the ability to recognize your own biases, assumptions, and patterns of thinking. We are all conditioned by our upbringing, experiences, and society, which often causes us to adopt perspectives and beliefs that are not necessarily rooted in the truth. This conditioning can create mental filters that distort our perception of reality. Self-awareness allows us to see those filters and recognize how they shape the way we view the world and make decisions. For example, you might have grown up believing that success is defined by external markers, such as wealth or social status. As you reflect on your life, however, you may realize that this belief has led you to make choices that don't bring you happiness or fulfillment. In this case, the truth might lie in understanding that success is not just about material wealth, but about personal growth, meaningful relationships, or inner peace. This shift in perspective comes from the practice of self-reflection and being honest with yourself about your true desires and values. Through self-reflection, we can uncover what truly matters to us, what is worth pursuing, and what is simply a distraction or an illusion. By aligning with our deeper truths, we open ourselves up to greater clarity, purpose, and wisdom. The more you practice self-reflection, the better equipped you will be to see the truth not only in your own life but also in the world around you. Mindfulness and meditation are two powerful practices that help quiet the noise of our busy lives and clear the clutter from our minds. These practices are essential for developing the ability to see the truth because they allow us to create the space needed to reflect and gain insight. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, observing thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment. In our everyday lives, we often find ourselves rushing through experiences, reacting impulsively, and being overwhelmed by distractions. Mindfulness helps us slow down and create a sense of awareness. This awareness allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without becoming consumed by them, providing us with the clarity needed to see things as they truly are. When we are mindful, we are more able to recognize the underlying truth in a situation. Instead of being reactive and driven by emotions, we can respond from a place of clear understanding. For example, if you are in a conversation with someone and you feel defensive or angry, mindfulness allows you to recognize those emotions and choose not to act on them impulsively. Instead, you can approach the conversation with an open mind, seeking to understand the truth behind the other person's perspective. Meditation takes mindfulness a step further. It's a practice of quieting the mind, focusing on the present moment, and cultivating a deeper sense of inner peace. Through meditation, you can develop the mental clarity needed to see the truth more clearly. Meditation allows you to step away from the noise and distractions of daily life and connect with your deeper self. By regularly practicing meditation, you will start to develop a deeper connection to your intuition, which will guide you toward recognizing the truth in your life. In many spiritual traditions, meditation is considered a tool for enlightenment, the ability to see the world as it truly is, free from the distortions of the ego and external influences. Whether you practice mindfulness or meditation, both techniques can help you clear away the mental clutter that often obscures the truth, allowing you to connect with a deeper understanding of yourself and the world around you. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate the ability to see the truth is by asking questions. When we question what we see, what we hear, and what we experience, we start to look beyond the surface. Asking questions is not just about seeking factual answers. It's about opening our minds to new possibilities, new perspectives, and deeper insights. Asking questions requires a willingness to be uncertain, to admit that we don't know everything, and that the answers we once held might not be the truth. This openness to new perspectives and the search for deeper meaning is essential for developing the ability to see the truth. It keeps us from becoming complacent or accepting things as they are, without questioning whether they are truly accurate or valid. When you face a challenging situation or a complex decision, ask yourself questions like, what is really going on here? What am I missing? What assumptions am I making? Is there another perspective I should consider? By constantly questioning and seeking answers, you develop the habit of seeing beyond the obvious and uncovering deeper layers of truth. This approach prevents you from getting stuck in narrow perspectives or false beliefs. It encourages you to always look for the truth, even when it might be uncomfortable or inconvenient. For example, if you're facing a difficult relationship with someone, instead of simply assuming that they are at fault, ask yourself, what might be influencing their behavior? What truth is hidden in this situation? This allows you to step back from judgment and look for understanding. It also helps you find solutions based on clarity and insight, rather than assumptions or biases. The ability to see the truth within us is not something that is reserved for the wise or the enlightened. It is an inherent part of our nature, waiting to be cultivated through self-reflection, mindfulness, and a constant willingness to ask questions. By developing these practices, we can begin to peel back the layers of illusion and distortion that often cloud our judgment and start seeing things as they truly are. This process is ongoing. It's a journey of learning, growth, and self-discovery. But with patience, curiosity, and a commitment to truth, we can all unlock the ability to see the deeper truths of life, leading to greater clarity, wisdom, and fulfillment. The ability to see the truth is not just an abstract concept or a philosophical pursuit. It has practical, life-changing implications. When you begin to see the truth, you are not only unlocking a deeper understanding of the world, but you are also setting yourself free. Freedom and liberation come from being able to see things as they really are, free from the distortion of false beliefs, lies, or emotional reactions. This newfound clarity allows you to live with greater peace of mind, self-awareness, and a deeper sense of purpose. One of the greatest sources of suffering in life is being trapped in negative emotions, deceit, and misunderstandings. These can arise from personal insecurities, societal pressures, or external influences that cloud our judgment. When we cannot see the truth clearly, we often act based on emotional impulses or misguided beliefs. These reactions can lead to stress, frustration, and a sense of powerlessness. However, recognizing the truth allows you to release the grip of these negative emotions and free yourself from their control. For example, if you are in a situation where you feel judged or misunderstood, your initial reaction might be to defend yourself or react with anger. However, when you are able to see the truth, such as recognizing that the other person's judgment may stem from their own insecurities, or that the situation doesn't reflect your true worth, you can respond calmly and rationally. The truth gives you the ability to see beyond surface-level emotions and choose a course of action that reflects your true self rather than reacting to perceived slights or frustrations. This shift is deeply empowering. By recognizing the truth, you free yourself from the emotional bondage that can often shape your decisions and interactions. You are no longer swayed by the whims of fleeting emotions or the distortions of false beliefs. Instead, you approach each situation with clarity, calm, and confidence, knowing that you are making decisions from a place of truth, not fear or confusion. Additionally, when you align your actions with the truth, it brings peace to the individual. True peace comes from living authentically, from aligning your actions with your values and understanding. You no longer feel torn between the demands of others, the pressures of society, or the false expectations placed on you. Instead, you are empowered to live life as your authentic self, choosing what feels right to you. This peace doesn't just benefit you, it has a ripple effect on those around you. When you are calm and centered in your own truth, you bring a sense of peace and clarity to your relationships, your work, and your community. Others are more likely to follow your example and be inspired by your sense of inner freedom. The ability to see the truth profoundly affects not only the major decisions in life, but also the smaller, everyday choices we make. While large life-changing decisions, such as choosing a career or making significant life transitions, may seem like the obvious areas where truth is crucial, the daily decisions we face often have just as much, if not more, impact on our overall happiness, fulfillment, and success. For example, How you manage your time is a daily decision that can either move you closer to your goals or keep you stuck in distraction. The truth about how you spend your time can be a hard pill to swallow. It may reveal that you spend too much time on things that don't serve your deeper purpose, social media, mindless distractions, or procrastination. But when you see this truth clearly, you have the power to make changes. You can choose to prioritize what truly matters. Invest your time in growth and development, and align your actions with your long-term goals. This truth helps you to assess where your time is being spent and gives you the clarity to refocus on what is most important. Dealing with conflicts is another area where the ability to see the truth can lead to wiser decisions. Conflicts often arise because we misinterpret others' actions or fail to recognize our own biases. When you can see the truth of a situation, such as understanding that the other person's behavior stems from their own fears or frustrations, you are better equipped to approach the conflict with empathy and compassion. Instead of escalating the situation, you can respond calmly and seek a solution that reflects your values of honesty, respect, and understanding. When it comes to communication, seeing the truth is essential. Often, we are caught in miscommunications or assumptions that distort our interactions with others. If you are able to see the truth of a conversation, not just listening to words, but also recognizing the underlying emotions, intentions, and deeper meanings, you are able to communicate more effectively. You are more likely to understand the needs of the other person and express yourself clearly. Effective communication is rooted in truth, as it requires honesty and clarity in both speaking and listening. Moreover, decision-making in the workplace, in relationships, and in personal life all benefit from a clear perception of the truth. When you can evaluate a situation accurately, you can make informed and effective decisions. You can stop being swayed by emotional reactions or superficial appearances and instead make choices that align with your values and deeper truths. This makes you a more confident, competent, and compassionate decision-maker. Whether you are leading a team, managing personal projects, or navigating complex relationships, ultimately, seeing the truth helps you avoid mistakes and inefficiencies caused by false assumptions or poor judgments. When you are clear about the reality of a situation, you are more likely to make choices that align with your true desires and goals, rather than those influenced by fear, ego, or external pressures. As you begin to incorporate truth into your daily decision-making, you'll find that your actions become more aligned with your authentic self, leading to greater fulfillment and satisfaction. When you live in alignment with the truth, you create a life that is not only authentic, but also deeply meaningful and fulfilling. The truth becomes your guiding principle, influencing every aspect of your life, from how you make decisions to how you interact with others, to how you perceive yourself. Living in alignment with the truth means that you are no longer living a life shaped by falsehoods, illusions, or external expectations. It means living with purpose, acting in ways that reflect your deepest values, desires, and beliefs. When you make decisions based on what is truly important to you, you are more likely to feel a sense of fulfillment. You will find that your choices bring you closer to the life you want to create, rather than pushing you further away from it. For example, if you have a deep love for art, but you've been pursuing a career in finance because of societal pressure, you may feel unfulfilled. The truth, in this case, might be that you want to follow your passion and pursue a career that aligns with your creativity. Recognizing this truth allows you to make a shift, whether it's starting an art project on the side, taking a course, or eventually transitioning to an artistic career. When you live in alignment with the truth, your actions become more authentic, and the fulfillment you seek naturally follows. Living authentically also creates a sense of inner peace. Truth allows you to live without the burden of pretense or the anxiety of maintaining an image or facade. It enables you to live openly, expressing who you truly are without fear of judgment or rejection. This authenticity brings peace because you are not constantly trying to fit into someone else's expectations or compromise your values. You are free to be yourself, which leads to a deep sense of contentment. Furthermore, aligning your life with the truth allows you to experience true connection with others. When you are authentic and live in truth, you invite others to do the same. This creates deeper, more meaningful relationships, whether they are personal or professional. Truth fosters trust, and trust is the foundation of all healthy relationships. By living truthfully, you encourage those around you to embrace their own truths, leading to a community of support, understanding, and mutual respect. Ultimately, living a life based on truth allows you to make decisions that reflect your authentic desires and needs, bringing you a deep sense of meaning and purpose. You are not driven by false ideals or external expectations, but by the things that truly matter to you. This alignment with the truth creates a life that is not only more fulfilling, but also free from unnecessary conflict, confusion, and inner turmoil. In conclusion, the ability to see the truth is not just about personal enlightenment, it is the foundation for a free, authentic, and meaningful life. When we recognize the truth, we gain the freedom to live without the constraints of false beliefs or emotional baggage. We can make wiser decisions in our daily lives, whether they are small, everyday choices or major life-altering decisions. Living in alignment with the truth helps us to create a life that reflects our true values, leading to deeper fulfillment, inner peace, and more meaningful connections with others. By applying the ability to see the truth in every aspect of your life, you can transform your reality, living with clarity, confidence, and purpose. And as you do, you will find that not only does your life improve, but you also inspire and positively impact those around you. The ability to see the truth is not an elusive quality reserved for a select few. It is an inherent gift within each of us, waiting to be recognized and nurtured. This ability is part of who we are, but often it is clouded by distractions, assumptions, and biases. When we actively cultivate this skill, we unlock a deeper level of freedom, wisdom, and inner peace. By learning to see the truth, we stop living in confusion or self-deception. Instead, we begin to live more authentically, making decisions that align with our deepest values and create the life we truly desire. Truth is not something distant or out of reach. It is not a foreign concept to be found only by a few enlightened individuals. It is a natural part of our human experience. We all have the potential to recognize it within ourselves, and when we do, we step into a life that is clearer, more fulfilling, and aligned with who we really are. The journey to recognizing the truth is personal and ongoing, but it is also one of the most rewarding journeys we can embark on. It allows us to grow, evolve, and become the best version of ourselves. As you reflect on what we've covered today, I want you to leave this video with a sense of empowerment. You already have the ability to recognize the truth. It is within you, waiting to be brought to the surface. Trust that you have the strength, insight, and wisdom to live in alignment with the truth, no matter how challenging it may seem at times. Embrace the truth, even when it feels uncomfortable or hard to face, because it is the key to living a life that is peaceful, purposeful, and full of growth. When you live with truth as your guiding principle, you experience life more fully, more authentically, and with greater clarity. Don't shy away from the truth. Seek it out, embrace it, and let it shape your path forward. It is through this process of embracing the truth that you will find your true potential and create a life of deep fulfillment and meaning. If you found this topic helpful and insightful, I encourage you to share this video with your friends and family. Let's help everyone around us recognize and see the truth in their own lives. The more we share and practice these insights, the more we can build a community grounded in authenticity and wisdom. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos on personal growth and discovering the deeper truths of life. Join us on this journey of enlightenment and growth, and let's continue to uncover the truth together. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.